Welcome back to another great episode of the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
It's your boy. Happy Wednesday, Hump Day, Pharaoh King.
Boo. Tim Dog from Be More Careful What You Say Out Your Mouth, Greedy.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time ever checking us out, this is how we always start a podcast off. We always got to ask the brothers, how's the day? Tim Dog, still down there. Be More. How was your day, my brother?
Man, actually, my day started out pretty good. Did some things for myself, picked up a little odds and ends. You know, the day payday for us who retired. You know that, and
Yeah,
went to see one of my friends, and we sitting there joking and laughing, and I laughed so hard, man, I got a crank in my back. I was like, "Whoa!" I mean, one of them kind of make you stop.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
I got scared because me and my history.
with your
what's
back.
going
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but it wasn't really that bad, and I have heated seats in my car, so
Okay.
I always know I put the heat on my back.
Yeah.
Because I can separate between the legs and the back. But anyway,
Yeah, I got you.
Most cars do that
and
now.
it's starting to
Tim.
get a little
Just want you to
better.
know that.
It's loosening up. That's
Okay.
why I was just not really too worried when it happened because it wasn't too bad and I knew what to do. So, but other than that, man, I got a wonderful day. Here we go.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm glad that you got your the back situation. I know how you, but I know you probably say, "Oh hell no."
Yeah, and my buddy was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck happened?"
Yeah.
We were laughing, and I just stopped. I'm like,
Yeah. I'm glad that you feeling better with your back, man, and everything else, man.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
enjoying yourself down there. Be more. Pharaoh King, man. How was your day, my brother?
Hot, and more hot. God damn, it's hot. Shit. I don't understand this place, man. First I go from outside. Have y'all noticed? Well, have you noticed the gnats is unbearable today? The damn gnats, man. You walk
Must be
around,
humid.
going up your nose and your mouth. I don't know what it was on post, man, but damn, them gnats was terrible today. Then I had to go into the building where it's already 100,000 degrees to come outside to the same temperature. I'm tired, and I still didn't lose no weight. That's what pissed me off. That's what really pissed me off. I just want y'all to know that. And I ate healthy today. So,
see,
got my
when they
10,000
say take a water break, that don't mean get a sandwich and eat it too.
hey man, no, I ate healthy, ate my greens, all kind of stuff. But like Tim Dog said, got paid
sound
today.
that went out on me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and come back in. Y'all keep the party going.
And then,
I'm sorry.
And then on top of that,
Oh.
paid the car off, paid my son's car off. So
Whoa. You and your son did both of y'all cars?
we mean no. I paid his off.
Oh, you paid it off. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I paid
Damn,
the last 6 months. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna pay this shit off today. So I'm waiting for the title to come in. Then we help the wife with hers, get hers paid off before Christmas, and then bam, I'm good for next year.
Hey, Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Let me hold something.
You the one that's on the road trips.
I'm back in town. I look like the brother with my team. Fucking boy.
He was out in the desert. So
Okay then. All right.
he might have been working, getting some extra money, working with his dad with all that tar.
I probably work with El Chapo. Working with El Chapo, bringing shit back across the goddamn border. You ain't fooling me.
Instead of looking Mexican, he looking El Salvadorian.
That's right. As for me, fellas, my day went well. Like Pharaoh said, man, it's hot. Pharaoh, man, I called the guy. I was saying I was gonna get one of the mini splits put in here, man. I don't know what the fuck I call this dude. That motherfucker said $8,000. I said, that must be fucking crazy. Hey, to put a mini split inside my garage, AC. This motherfucker talking about getting the what was it? Going to the thing and getting a license, the Beaver work. What the shit they have at construction site that let you know that they can do construction. Not a scaffold, man, but a license or whatever. A license,
Permit.
A permit, yeah, permit. I'm like, what the fuck you need a permit for? Just put a hole in the fucking wall, put the bitch up, and that motherfucker's $8,000. I ain't call that bitch back yet. Yeah, you sent me that bullshit.
You don't need no permit.
He
You're
getting
not
called back.
digging in the
You
ground.
supposed to live with that shit.
Yeah, I was saying to myself, man, fuck it. I live with this damn fan to the day I die. I will be losing weight, Pharaoh. I be losing weight in this damn hard ass garage. It's hard as fuck. But fellas,
hey, I just want y'all to know, fans out there, he has a sauna in the damn garage, and he don't even get in it because of that.
Because of the damn heat. But before we go on, fellas, my day even got better because of this right here. Oh shit, y'all see it? Y'all see it? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the damn show. Pharaoh, you see it over there?
No, Tim Dog. Let me tell you what's about to happen to Philadelphia. It's about to get even worse because now
I don't give a damn.
Jaylen Brown, $300 million. He ain't doing shit.
I don't give a damn.
Embiid still had to play more than 30 games.
Nah, don't hate. So let's go ahead and get into it, fellas. Let's go ahead and get into it.
I hope Jaylen Brown holds Embiid to a standard because that boy has no standard.
Yeah. With that being said, fellas, I wasn't gonna start the show off like this, but my goddamn brother-in-law called me up and said, "Congratulations!" I'm like, "What the hell, hey, man? Y'all got Jaylen Brown." And I looked, oh shit! Had to do me a quick thumbnail, a quick background. But that being said, Pharaoh, do the Sixers just become the biggest threat in the East by adding Jaylen Brown next to Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey?
No, because you still got Embiid. Like I said, you still got him. What if he gets off the team? I would say yes, but he's still on the team, so no.
Okay, and they still got EJ. What you say about that, Tim Dog?
They gonna still have the same problem because you got the superstars, then you have somebody who was once, is no more, probably never will be, still trying, and you're gonna still have the same problems. How many games he gonna play? What's going to be the excuse this time?
Yep.
Yeah.
So until he stays healthy, which he only played one season. I don't even think he played all.
No, I told you he has not played a full season in 10 seasons.
I think
it's a nice move. I like it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I think what Pharaoh said earlier that I agree with. Jaylen Brown can bring that mentality of being a champion and being a winner, and hopefully Embiid can see that and like, okay, this is what we need to do to get over the hump. And then now he can go down on the post like I want him to play, without trying to be around that 3-point line. Because now you got Brown, you got Maxey, you got EJ. So we don't need you around that damn 3-point line now. So now there's no excuses. With that being said, Tim Dog,
old dog, new tricks.
You still got a coach that is not making him responsible, or Embiid, that I'm talking about, responsible to do what you just said. We saw that with the finals just recently. You 7-4 shooting threes and trying to handle the ball. We don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, with this move, you trying, but especially with the Knicks winning the championship, hopefully that'll put a fire in the Embiid to be like, hey, I need to come in and I need to play better. And now we got somebody that I don't have to shoot a 3-point shot because I can. That being said, Tim Dog, did Boston make a panic move trading a 2024 Finals MVP to a divisional rival? Or do they get ahead of Jaylen Brown winning out? Or did they get ahead of Jaylen Brown winning out?
I mean, Jaylen Brown, he always said that he didn't care, but you can tell by the actions and some of the things he didn't said that he does. And throughout the whole preseason, I mean, everyone's talking about, the Jaylen Brown will still be there. And that just wears on a person. So I think for him, this was a good move. For Boston, it probably was an even better move because you still have Jason Tatum, and I'm trying to figure out what did they get for him. But
I'm about to tell you right now.
Let me let it go then.
Yeah. I'm about to tell you right now, and that's the question. They gave up 2 first-round picks, Paul George, and 2 second-round picks. So,
PG going to the Celtics.
Yeah, PG went to the Celtics. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. He went to the Celtics.
Yeah.
He went to the Celtics.
Woo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though he's at the end of his career, he's still that mid-range threat. He can still, he can't high fly like he used to, but and he's still a good defensive player too. So
Yeah, and that's one thing I think we losing by him being traded to Boston. What you say, Farrell? Who won this trade right now? Philly getting the youngest star, or Boston getting Paul George and 4 draft picks?
No, Philly definitely won on this shit. And Philly definitely won. So
4 first-round draft picks?
No, they got 4 draft picks. They got 2 first round and 2 second round.
Even still, that's good for Boston.
No, but that's future. We talking about now.
Now, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
trust
so
me,
right
ain't
now,
nothing gonna happen
Philly
in Philly
definitely
now anyway. So
Because
we all know that.
future picks, that's
Yeah.
might can play out down the road. You got Paul George though. So
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
that being said, I would say this.
What up, bro? Love.
Boston did not want a woke black man speaking the way he does in Boston.
In Boston.
You know, they're racist
Yeah.
as hell. And Jason Tatum fit the bill because he's light skinned. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with this shit here.
Yeah.
And with that money that they was giving Jaylen Brown, and with him saying that was his best season, because he might have got Finals MVP, but he held a team, even though he lost more. He held a team together that didn't have shit going for him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They got him to the playoffs again. This, that, and the third. That's fine. I can dig that. But I believe this was more of a political move, business move, than it was a player move.
Yeah. What you say, Tim? Dog?
Same difference. I mean, even though Jaylen Brown, he is an outspoken player, and he may not be as welcome in Boston, but he never really let that affect his play.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And then he coming to the city of brotherly love. He coming to the city of brotherly love, and I'm going to take.
He can really express himself.
Hey,
Exactly.
so let me tell you about so what Juan talking about was he found a old Mark Jackson basketball card. It's
Okay.
nice too. It's in good condition too. So I think he was playing
with the
I forget what
Knicks.
team he was playing with, but it was in his younger years.
Either the Knicks or Indiana.
It's
Knicks, Indiana. Yeah.
I think it was the Knicks because he went to Indiana after the Knicks, right?
The Knicks, that's correct. Yeah.
Yes, I think it was the Knicks because he had black shoes on.
Yeah, the Knicks. Yeah, yeah. But my last thing I want to say about this is this, man, is that I'm happy right now because the Sixers did make a move. I wasn't expecting them to make a move like this. And then with the draft pick that we picked up, it shows that they're trying to win the championship. It all hinders on how Embiid comes into next year. If Embiid comes into the season physically fit and gets in his head that we don't need him shooting threes, we need him down on the post where he can be more effective, we will get out of the second round. That's all. If I get out the second round, I'll be happy. But y'all know, if I don't get out the second round and Embiid playing like he's been playing for the last few years, I'll be back out here on this damn podcast talking about his bitch ass. Bitch. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, fellas, this is how I wanted to start the show off because I saw this and it was one of those things that I say to myself, dang, why him? But things like this doesn't ask why. It's just one of those situations that just happens.
Johnson, touchdown! Chris Johnson, one of the fastest running backs in NFL history, shattered records throughout his career. 80-yard run. So fast, he earned the nickname CJ2K.
Chris Johnson is going to have a Titans touchdown.
He retired in 2017 and has been out of the spotlight. But today, he is sharing something deeply personal.
You've chosen to share some personal news today, and it takes a tremendous amount of courage to share it. What would you like for people to know?
First, I want people to know that I'm still me. ALS has changed what my body can do, but it hasn't changed who I am.
In 2025, at the age of 39, Johnson was diagnosed with ALS. The disease progressing so rapidly that he now uses his eyes to trigger a speech-generating device to speak.
Why do you want to share this now?
Because if sharing my story helps even one person get diagnosed sooner, inspires more research, or gives another family hope, then it's worth it.
Johnson says he was in the prime of his life, working out daily and running errands with his 4 children until ALS changed everything.
Let's go back to last year. When did you notice that something was off?
I first noticed weakness in my right hand. At first, it was little things like my grip didn't feel right, and I wasn't as strong as I've always been.
His wife, Brittany, thought it was something much simpler.
Brittany, what did you think it was at the time?
I thought because of football and, you know, his career, that it had to be something with that, maybe the pinched nerve or something along those lines, but never ALS.
I'll tell you, man, when you heard Chris Johnson say ALS has changed what his body can do, but not who he is, what hit you the hardest about that statement?
I won't say so much a statement. I'm going to go back to the player that we saw, especially with, you know, the way he ran and stuff, and he always had that little, you know, tick going on when he played. I was wondering, was that because of football that progressed him into having ALS? That's just my thought process of how I saw it. But then when he said that, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that he's very positive. I say have a positive attitude.
Positive attitude, yeah.
You know, optimistic about what's going on. But ALS takes people quick, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can be optimistic if you want to, but when that happens, we were talking about this one actor. He was the guy that played in Euphoria. He played on that the show The Last Ship. White guy. He died.
I know you talking about
ALS.
Yeah.
And it took him fast. He got I think it was less than 2 years, and he ended up passing away. So I'm not, like I said, not wishing anything on him. I'm hoping him the best, but ALS is not anything to play with, and I hope the best for him.
Yeah. With that being said, Tim Della, Chris Johnson was one of the fastest, most explosive players the NFL has ever seen. Just seeing him battle ALS changed how fans look at physical cost of football.
I don't know about football because this isn't really football related. So, you know, this is something that just genetic, you know, something that happened to him. And, you know, that's why, you know, I said today that my back was tweaking and everything, but the first thing I said is I'm just grateful that I can still walk.
Yeah.
And hearing him say that, yeah, it's easy to, you know, be all upset, be about yourself, be pitiful, and because people don't want to hear that. And just the same situation like with me, I just keep my attitude positive and do what I can to improve myself. And for him, I'm sure he's probably doing the same thing, even though the only thing he can really do is what he's doing now. And like Farrell said, it's just going to get progressively worse where, you know, he can't do anything, not even breathe.
Hey, man, what is that?
What Lou Gehrig disease?
No, it's buzzing sound. It sounds like bees.
Sound like flies or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, it might be my fan that I got going on. Shit, it's hot in here. Shit. Y'all hear the buzz? Y'all hear the buzz? All goddamn shit. I'm not gonna grab for y'all ass. It's that damn fan.
Yeah, I dig
it. Like he picking peas.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. With that being said, Farrell, and like I said, with that elite, I knew the guy that you're talking about. He's actually in the video. Chris Johnson talked about it, but the video was so long, you know, I had to cut it down. So he talked about the guy and
I didn't know that
as well. Yeah. And the doctor that actually was treating him is the same doctor that's treating Chris Johnson right now. You know,
well, the only reason I brought it up is because my wife is watching the show The Last Ship, and we discussed that. We had talked. She goes, "He died," and I was like, "I don't remember when he died." So I ended up looking him up, and then what's crazy is right after that, that's when I saw on ESPN they showed that clip. I was like, "Oh man!" So Cope thought he had passed away.
Yeah, my bad.
And I was like, no, I said, they say it's breaking news right now. So So yeah, that's a tough one. I know, he doesn't know me, or we don't know, him other than football, but that's just tough. I don't care who you are, things like that, diseases that you cannot, take care of. That's what I mean by our medical system. Our medical system has to get better. People out there, if y'all don't realize that universal health care for us as United States citizens is not important, this right here shows you why it's important. Because if we have preventative health care, these are the things that we can detect before they actually happen. Yeah. And we know we can, because you have genetics now. We need to have better health care so we can have preventative health care, just like preventive dentistry and with your eyes. We need that. This is important. And this right here shows exactly why we need it.
Yeah. With that being said, Tim Dog, leads me right into my next question. Should the NFL be doing more for retired players dealing with serious health conditions, even when doctors cannot directly prove football caused it?
I'm sure the NFL health insurance is taking care of him. Even though it's no, I'm just moving my chair in.
I got you.
Stain.
I got you.
But I mean, this is something that you just can't predict. You can't screen for. You can't. It's just something like that. And I'm sure the NFL is not like, oh, that's something that it wasn't football related. We're not going to deal with it. No, that would be inhumane. Plus, we would hear something about that.
Yeah, and also, yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
And I mean, as bad as it is, it's just one of those 1 in a million. He's just 1 in a million people that has that DNA, that genetic strand that causes it. And it's just sad.
Yeah, and he said that he's the first one in his family. It doesn't run in his family, you know what I'm saying? Just like you said, it's one of the things that just popped up. He's feeling good and just got, I think we say 2019, he was diagnosed, and then it happened so fast with that now that he used the computer to be able, his eyes to be able to read. With that being said, Pharaoh King, Chris Johnson said he shared his story to help even one person get diagnosed sooner, like you said earlier. How important is that when athletes use their platform to bring awareness to disease like ALS?
You know what? I applaud him for his efforts, but I would say that just because of the platform, first of all, you have to be known as an athlete for them to know who you are, for this to be something that they bring forward. But this is not anything new, because they had ALS challenges over the past 15 years.
Yeah, the bucket challenge.
So this is nothing new. But once again, regardless of what the platform is, the medical healthcare system in the United States is trash. And we know it. We see it. We understand if you're not a billionaire, you don't get treated. And even billionaires lose their life because they don't have preventative health care. They got a treatment health care, and not all the treatments work.
I guess, Pharaoh, what I'm saying basically is that we seen Chris Johnson. He's only one of 5, I believe, to ever rush for over 2,000 yards within the season. How quick he was. 7 guys that, the entire league. We saw how quick he was, his talent, and then to see him like that, most people will try to keep it to themselves. Just like number 34 for Chicago Bears, when he was sick, Walter Payton. When Walter Payton was sick, he kept it to himself. But then when people start saying that he had AIDS, now he had to come out and say, no, I don't have AIDS. I have, this was going on with me. You see what I'm saying? He tried to keep it to himself, but then you know how the I guess rumors get started. Yeah. So
that's fine. That's fine. You can have the rumors all you want. At the end of the day, the family is the one that's suffering. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Pharaoh. No, what I'm saying is that instead of having rumors, I'm gonna go ahead and say what it is and put it out there so that people won't be saying this is exactly what happened. That's what I'm saying.
No, I can't agree with that, because Chadwick Boseman didn't let nobody know what was going on with him.
Mm.
You know, nobody knew why he was sick or losing weight and things of that nature. Nobody knew. And then after he was gone, we was like, yo, what happened? You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but the rumor part, though.
That rumors are going to be there regardless.
Yep.
It's not going to tarnish who the man is.
All right.
And if he wants to live in secrecy, hey, so be it. Live in secrecy. Let the rumors go, because that's his life. He's going through that. I got nothing to say about that. So if I want to put it out there, maybe it makes me feel better because I believe I'm helping people or bringing awareness. But if I want to keep that sickness or illness to myself because I don't have the energy to do it, then let the rumors fly. I don't care. That's my life that I'm dealing with at that point. So I applaud him for what he did, but it's already been something that's been put out there, and you know he wants to help out. Hey, I applaud him for it. But as far as the rumors are concerned, fuck the rumors.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter, he came out, man, when he didn't have to. Because I saw him on all the smoke. I saw him on all the smoke podcasts, and he was talking about being only one of few men that ever rushed for over 2,000 yards in the NFL.
Yeah.
And, you know, and how great he looked doing it as well. I mean, he was quick, really quick. That
he
being
was great.
said,
He was a great running back because I think he almost did it twice, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
Hey,
And
man,
with
on
that-
the street, I want to answer your question as far as, is there a test or anything for ALS? There's
Right.
no single screening or definitive diagnosis test for ALS. And there normally it's a process of elimination with neurologists. They do neurological exams, electromyography exams, nerve conductive studies, MRIs, blood tests. And they also do, which is the most important, genetic testing. It's that approximately 10% of ALS cases are family related. A genetic testing for ALS is proved by the ALS Association anyway, and early research within the family's genome. So
yeah, and like they say that he said that it's not in his family because they did the genetic test. They talked about it in the video. Like I said, the video was so long.
It could be someone
They cut it off.
down the line in the family.
Yeah. But with that being
So
said,
that's what
we
I'm saying
talk.
by the preventative care of healthcare. The money, instead of putting billions of dollars in shooting missiles at other people for your pockets, that's money for research that we could be using it for.
Yeah,
And
that
then
is
you
true.
build a database with DNA of, as long as, I mean, it's a collective, just like driver's license. And then you say, okay, this person had that, then we can do this and that in the family line. And we could prevent all this. Or if we can't prevent it, at least try and create something to prevent it, to get rid of genome, whatever.
Yeah, that's my point.
Anything other than saying that, oh, we want to make money off of everything as far as the medical field. And that's all.
Like cancer research. Exactly.
Oh my God.
With that being said, Tim Dog, does Chris John's diagnosis make his Hall of Fame case feel even more urgent, or should health and legacy be treated as separate conversations?
Oh, no, because we all know this is terminal. And before, if the NFL can, and which they should, do something before he passes, because they already know he's not going to be living by the time they probably have the board selection for him or whatever. And that's sad. If I was the NFL, especially with the NFL ceremony that's coming up now, I would do a special, introduce something in the NFL Hall of Fame, whereas an emergency docket, or call it something. Call it the Chris Johnson Hall of Fame, because because of the circumstances that it may take if they were to do it, to put him in.
Yeah, but then he retired in 2017, Farrell. So what?
So he's already
So 5 years after, I think he retired, right? 5 years after he retired, that you eligible. Five years
before you yes.
So I guess what I'm saying is got to play the devil advocate right here. If they didn't put me in the first 5, and they put me in now, doesn't it make it seem as though that they're trying to make up for something? You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, they are, but
absolutely.
At the same time, they also trying to, allow him to see himself be inducted. So
I got that, Tim Dog. I got that, but like I say, I'm playing devil advocate right here, Pharaoh.
No,
I'm playing devil advocate because any other players we say the same thing. Well, so we giving special treatment to players that are that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it'd be a great thing, but you know how they look at it like, oh, now they're doing special treatment for one person. Tim Dow, let me get Farrell right here. Tim Dow, let me get Farrell. I gotta get Farrell. I said Farrell the first time, but you jump in there. Go ahead. Go ahead, Farrell.
Yeah, just like there's a lot of players that partially got the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
they never got a chance to see it. And there's a one Redskin in particular that hasn't got it. So, and he should have been had it because he was part of the Hogs. With that being said, I do not believe that because he's sick that you rush anything, because there's other players ahead of him that have not got a chance to see it and they're gone. So,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Tim Dow. It'd be a good gesture, but other players will be looking at it like, oh, so why didn't you do this for that play? And that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they can start something like that, just for situations like this, and that way everyone can be happy.
Yeah,
but you have to start somewhere to get. You have to start somewhere to get. So I'm not saying it would ever happen. I'm just saying if it were to, you have to start somewhere to get somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
There's 9,000 2,000-yard rushers. My bad.
All right. Yeah,
9,000.
2,000-yard rushers.
Oh, 9. Okay, there you go, right there. How many players ever played in the NFL?
To me, there's only one true 2,000-yard rusher, but
hold that thought. Because of the fact that we talking about this, there's something else that happened, and usually we do this at the end, but we're gonna get it in right now. A lot of people, we're doing it early right now because a lot of people was criticizing Michael Strahan in the way that he handled that interview. So Tim Dow, I'm gonna give you the first shot at it, then Farrell, I'm gonna get you to chime in as well.
Okay.
A critic right that Michael Strahan should have asked Chris Johnson if football played a role in his ALS, or was the right thing for Michael Strahan to do was keep the focus on Johnson's personal fight? Because a lot of people are like, why didn't he ask the question? That football caused ALS. He just kept, and a lot of people are upset about that. What you say about it, Tim Dow?
Well, people who say that are stupid because football can't cause ALS.
That's all you got to say about Tim Dow?
That's it. Football cannot cause ALS. And for Michael Strahan to talk about his personal fight, that was what the interview was about. It wasn't about did football cause ALS? And if you were smart and didn't know what ALS was, you could read and see that football cannot cause ALS. Yeah, it can cause other things, but not ALS.
What's going on, brother?
I
think what it is, Tim Dow, is more the people that didn't get the interview. That's just like, if the people that didn't get the interview are the one. Why didn't he ask them? Do you think that? I think that's where the issue lies. Go ahead.
My point exactly. I mean, if you don't get the interview, then you don't know what ALS is, and you don't know what causes ALS. If you don't know, people go out and research on your own. That's the problem with people right now. They waiting for somebody to tell them what's right and what's wrong instead of going out there and doing it your damn self. MAGA.
Hey, but the point of the matter, Tim Dow, is that they probably do know what ALS is. But Farrell, they're saying is that why didn't he ask him the question? So that they could get some type of answer, so they could build upon something. You understand what I'm saying?
Because that would, to me, would be more of an investigative type of question.
Yes.
And you do not want to say yes, football caused, and now you have another story, because that would have created another story.
Yeah, right? Just like with the CT. What's the movie that Will Smith did with the football?
Oh yeah,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're trying to get that moment. Right. But when I heard the guy say, that's what I got out of it. They're trying to get that moment to say that, hey, they asked him about football so they can say ALS did this, and this is why your kids shouldn't be playing football. This is why you should be doing this or whatnot. Contact sports in general. Go ahead, Farrell. I mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I would say. But Strahan did what he's supposed to do. I think he did a good job because Chris Johnson them explained it, and the girlfriend explained what happened and what happened to him. We know from like what Tim Dog said, if you read and you understand what the disease is about, you'll understand that contact doesn't cause that. That is a nervous system breakdown over generations of whatever time it is. Because if that's as we could always say, when somebody got cancer, did football cause cancer? You know what I mean? I'm just being honest, you know, like anything that is attributed to our contact football, that's a gladiator sport, we can say everything. You know, anything can cause it because you played that sport that caused it. So no, I think he did what he's supposed to do. It was about Chris Johnson, not about football, and in the history of what Chris Johnson brought to the game. So I believe they did it right. I don't care.
The only thing I'm going to correct you on, Farrell. Hold on. Only thing I want to correct you on, Farrell, is that it's his wife, not his girlfriend. Okay, that's the only thing. That was his wife.
Significant other, because I like to say
that's his wife. No, that's his wife because they're married.
Okay, I'm just saying. It is what it is, man.
No. I just want to make sure. No. Because some people, we never know who. I want to make sure people get it right. That's his wife. Because I want to. If I'm sick, I don't want nobody to say that my wife is my side piece. No, that's my wife. I'm just saying for people to understand. No, that was his wife.
These athletes having freaking girlfriends.
I got you. No, but that's his wife. That's his wife. I got you, but that's his wife. Go ahead, Tim Dog. You had something you want to say.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I didn't. My point of your question, my problem with your question is
with Joe.
Thank you. He would not ask him, did football cause ALS, because he already knows. And for people to get upset for him not to ask it, to me, it's stupidity, it's laziness, and it's the fact that people just don't care about a good story. They want to hear, the bash it up, what they call it, antagonist. So I'm upset with that, because if anybody knows, ALS is not caused by football. And I'm done.
I guess what got me was that if you was the interviewee and the interviewer and you interviewed Chris Johnson, are you going to try to take over the interview, or are you going to let him tell his story? And that's what I think Michael Strahan did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he let the conversation be about Chris Johnson ALS battle, not about football. And a lot of people are the ones looking from the outside saying, why didn't you ask that? If you was in that situation, you probably wouldn't ask that question there either. So I think that's the issue that I had about people criticizing Michael Strahan. I thought he had a great interview with me.
Man, listen,
I thought it was great.
You know me, I'm gonna put it like this. They want to see a black man tear another black man down. That's all that shit was about.
Especially he's already down.
Mika Andrews. I'm sorry.
Why he's already down? Why kick him in even more? Yes. Thank you, my brothers. Yeah, we had to get that conversation in quick.
Hey man, I think that people like people like that, with the political climate that it is, it's just sad that with someone who's suffering from ALS, the only thing that you can find wrong is that he didn't ask the question, did football cause it? And to me, that just shows the mentality of people who ask questions like that. They're not looking for sympathy or admiration. They're looking for divisiveness and trauma and problems.
Yeah, and like I say, man, with Chris Johnson coming out and telling his story, it's his story. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say that they might have had some talk before the interviews, like, hey, don't ask me this question because I'm not going to answer. let's keep the focus on Chris Johnson in the battle that he's going through. And like I said, I thought Michael Strahan did a good job as well.
Yeah.
But you say that Joe said that enraged crowd just looked to play the blame game to try to boycott the NFL even more. And I agree with that. I agree with that. Going from one great running back to another one, Farrell, that's why I told you to hold that thought.
First Buffalo Bill to be inducted into the team's Wall of Fame will not be moving to the new Highmark Stadium. That, of course, being O.J. Simpson. Team officials telling News 4 that organization made the decision that he is, quote, not a fit to display inside our new stadium and family circle. Now, Simpson played 9 seasons for the Bills, becoming one of the NFL's best running backs. His legacy, though, was forever changed by the June 1994 killings of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ronald Goldman, in Los Angeles. He died in 2024.
Hey, did the buzzer sound stop? Because I'm burning up. If not, I'm putting my damn fan back on.
Welcome to hell.
Y'all still hear the buzzer sound? You hear the buzzer sound?
No, yeah.
Buzz.
Are you good?
This is my fan. That's what it was. Coming to you, Pharaoh. If the Bills already honored O.J. Simpson for decades, what changed after he died? The facts, the times, or the team willingness to deal with the backlash?
He was a football player before all that, and he the one that put you on the map because you was a piece of shit organization.
Still is.
Okay, so for you to not honor somebody that put you on the map just because of his history, how many other players have you had that had a bad history that you let go or whatever case is and not famous? So I don't think it's backlash. They're just being.
To be who they always was. And like you say, it wasn't anything that he did on the field. This is after his football career ended. So y'all penalizing the man for something that he did off the field. With that being said, Tim Dawg, should a new stadium be treated as a fresh start where the Bills only carry forward the names that represent the franchise today?
You know, it's just hypocrisy. You know, they saying that the trial changed his legacy. No, because he was found not guilty. So
his Hall of Fame career is already done.
There you go. So we have a president that was found guilty, but he's the greatest person in the world. So once again, you have the owner, what's his name, Terry and Sherry Pegula, who are major donors to an organization of Republicans, and they feel as though O.J. Simpson represents the bad things in sports. But yet they support the one person that's doing the bad things to the world. And once again, it's hypocrisy. And to me, it's just sad. You know, another way of whitewashing what we've done. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Because when you think of the Buffalo Bills, first thing comes to your mind is O.J. Simpson and the 4 Super Bowls that they went to straight and didn't win. So O.J., the 4 Super Bowls, Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith,
Thurman Thomas.
Thurman Thomas. What I'm saying is that you think about those the guys that carry. So you're going to carry those guys' legacy with those 4 losses in the Super Bowl, but you're not going to take O.J. With that being said, Pharaoh, is leaving O.J. out disrespectful to his football accomplishment or respectful to the families and fans who don't want to see him celebrate?
Man, it's an atrocity to football in general. High school, pee-wee, college, everything, because the man accomplished something that nobody else has. He was the first one to do it. So it's
you know something, Pharaoh? It's atrocity. If that's the case, and you even say that, and you talk about the Washington Redskins, y'all was the last one to get a black player on the team, right?
That's right. The draft.
If that's the case, they should not have none of those names. You know, inside there. I'm just saying, if you can't have O.J. and speaking of all the atrocity that some of these other owners before O.J. actually did something so damn crazy, but yet you're gonna carry that history forward. It's like you say, it's an atrocity.
Yeah. I mean, look at Cleveland Browns, how they did their play. Right? I believe that curse is why they where they're at. And I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you now,
Mhm.
because of what they just did to OJ, it's gonna continue to curse the way they're never gonna win the Super Bowl.
That's
Because
true.
because you first of all, you got a new stadium, don't even have a dome over the top. Stupid. So I mean, think about it. You got a new stadium, you know it's cold, freezing shit up there, and then you're gonna change if they change the name of the Bills, I can see them probably leaving them off. I would
Yeah,
give them
that's-
that.
I got you. I got you. I
But you
got you.
kept
Yeah.
the name of the team and you
Yeah.
just changed the stadium.
Yeah.
So
Which is
I don't
yeah,
see how you can leave them off.
exactly. Tim Dog,
Well,
should fans get
I-
a voice in? Should the fans get a voice in who gets honored inside a team stadium, or should that decision stay with ownership?
The thing is, it was before the previous ownership. These people just bought the stadium in 2014, and believe it or not, Felon 47 put a bid in for the same team, but he lost out to Terry and Peggy, who now own the team and they want to move it. Now, to me, if the previous stadium had all the names and you're going to be the new owners and you decide not to put that on there, I think that needs to be answered to the public. And these owners, they don't care about OJ. All they care about is the one man who's probably pulling the strings and telling them what to do and what they can get. So this is some business. To me, it's more political.
I think at the end of the day, man, OJ Simpson is the Buffalo Bills. Even though he ended it, I think he ended his career with the 49ers. I think that's who he ended his career with.
Yeah,
but he is the Buffalo Bills. So whenever you hear Buffalo Bills, you think of OJ. Yeah, you know when whatever happened down there, and he was acquitted though. He wasn't found guilty. He was acquitted.
Nope.
So once he was tried by a group of his peers, and once they find him innocent, hey, that's all you can go on. But yet you don't want to put the man on, a man that you already had in the Ring of Honor. You're going to take his name down?
You don't hear anything about this on the major sports networks. I mean, except for maybe a few. But as far as the gravity of what they're doing or trying to do, you don't hear that.
Yeah, and to Pharaoh's point, there's a lot of other players that did worse than OJ.
Thank
you. Way worse than OJ, you know what I'm saying, and was found guilty. And the NFL and teams still honor them as well. Fellas, it finally happened. I know you happy. My brother-in-law's happy. LeBron James is no longer a Lakers.
LeBron James has informed the Lakers that he will be playing elsewhere next season. That's per multiple reports. The future Hall of Famer has spent the past 8 seasons in Los Angeles, leading the Lakers to a championship back in the 2020 bubble year. It will now be a new adventure for LeBron, who has won at least one NBA title with all 3 franchises he's played for. That's the Heat, Cavs, and Lakers. The 4-time MVP will be entering his record 24th season in the NBA and turns 42 years old in December.
Tim Dog, did LeBron leave the Lakers because he wanted one more real shot at the ring, or because the Lakers finally choose the Luka era over him?
I think it's more or less he can still play. He wants to prove it. I don't think it has anything to do with the Lakers. Sort of like Serena at Wimbledon. She's done this, done that, and now she wants to play just for the fun of the sport. And to me, that's all LeBron is doing. And until he cannot produce anything right now, he's still producing. You can say how old he is, he needs to stop playing. He still produces even better than some of the young players that everyone's raving about. So I don't know. To me, he's just playing the game to have fun. It ain't about the money. It's not about, the championships anymore. For him, it's just about playing and having fun.
Do you think, Farrell, because the Lakers gave, you talked about Larry Reeves, all that money, that showed LeBron James the door, and also, hey, this started the new Luka era. I don't know. I told my brother-in-law, they just traded for another guy, and now they got hate to say it, 5 white brothers on the team, and two white dudes. I told my brother-in-law, he's a big Laker fan. I said, y'all just went back to the 1950s. This shit might be ugly. Well, tell you a question, Pharaoh. Do you think that the Lakers ready for the Luka era to begin?
That first of all, LeBron James, I don't think he was a true Laker, as most people have said. Most people, when you get to a Laker uniform, you try to stay. But then I got to thinking about Shaquille O'Neal when he left. You know, he wasn't a true Laker if that's the case. You know, Kobe was the last one to put on the uniform and actually stay his whole career. So Luka era, I don't, like we said before, when old boy got that 185 million, I don't see that team doing shit. Now I don't see anything positive happening with that team other than Jack Nicholson losing more hair watching the team play. That's all I see.
And
as
needing
far as
a
LeBron
wheelchair.
James is concerned, you know, I keep hearing things about him wanting to join the Golden State Warriors. I don't want to see some wheelchair basketball players out there shooting the goddamn ball.
Would you say that? But you say that, Farrell. But you say that. See, ready my next question. But you saying that? Where does LeBron go now? That makes more sense. Back to Cleveland, Golden State, Miami, or somewhere nobody sees coming.
Well, I mean, he said he wanted to go play with Steph. Now, if he wants to go back to Cleveland, far as I'm concerned, Cleveland is the only place that he should have a statue. So, because he brought them, you know, the championship after all those years. I don't want to see him down in Miami with Giannis. Let Giannis be Giannis and do Giannis shit. You know, do what he does. If you want to go be a KD and join a team that's defunct, I don't know, but I say take your ass home and be a coach. That's what I say.
Yeah,
I don't care about this production, Tim Dog. I don't care. I don't want to see a 42-year-old man that should be coaching people to win a championship.
Why? Why?
Because he has a good IQ, and I believe he'll be a good coach.
Well, great basketball players make sorry coaches. That's one thing, because they wish they could play. But the only thing,
you said it, man, on the street last week. I don't want to see anybody, you know, that comes after LeBron because, you know, he makes everybody look good. Be a coach, make everybody look good.
Hey, but no. As a player, he makes them look good. I don't think he does as a coach. The only thing I agree with, man, is that
he must be drunk. You drinking?
No.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about Farrell.
Because Magic Johnson tried to be a coach. And what happened? He was terrible.
Miserably.
And he was decent. That's what I'm saying. Great players don't make great coaches or great GMs, because they're trying to instill what they have in those players, and those players doesn't have that drive.
And
that's why I say
everyone to understand.
Staying there, yeah. My thing is with LeBron is that LeBron that had 3 NBA Hall of Fame careers. First time in Cleveland, went to Miami, that's another career. To going back to Cleveland, that's another. Wherever he goes, he's going to make the team better, I believe. You know, Sixers look for somebody, and he said he works for cheap too. So with that being said, Tim Dog, if LeBron wins somewhere else, will Lakers fans blame the front office for letting him walk?
No, because LeBron left on his own. The Lakers didn't get rid of him. He just said he don't want to play for him no more.
Hey, Tim Dog, the only caveat I say to that, Tim Dog, is that Laker fans, they shouldn't be mad at LeBron because they wanted his ass gone from the time he got there.
There you go.
Truth be told, yeah.
And they gave Bronny a contract. So that just shows that Bronny, who's improving and making himself an individual away from his dad. And I mean, Farrell, I get what you're saying as far as LeBron. Yeah, he's been in a long time, been there, done that, seen it, let somebody else do it. But at the same time, you have to understand it from his perspective. And every athlete. Hold on, Farrell.
I want to understand from his point. I don't give a shit.
That's not what I'm saying, Farrell.
Okay.
There are players, you know, who feel as though that they can stay and play as long as they can. And there are those who can't. But with LeBron, he can't. He's not like those other old players who trying to hold on to that thread of life to, you know, play someday coming off the bench. He's good enough to start on any team. And to me, I would love to see him go on, not until he does the Michael Jordan, but until he, you know, can say, okay, this is it. Sort of like Tim Duncan. But right now, when Tim Duncan even retired, he was hurt and couldn't play anymore. But he can still do it, and at an efficient level. To me, that is a testament of his will and a testament of his love for the game.
I think it's comes to a point though that your love of the game does, you know, but the sad part about it is that there's a 42-year-old man that's playing better than some of these guys coming out of college that's been in the league so long. And I think that's the part that some people wish that he would go, then some people wish that he would stay because he does know the game.
Make him look bad.
Yeah, because he does. No, because he does do it. They can't make him look bad because he knows the game better than those guys.
No, I'm saying he's making them look bad.
Look, oh yeah, exactly. With that being said, Pharaoh, was LeBron James Laker run a success because of the 2020 championship, or does it fall short because they only won one title?
It fell short tremendously for the simple fact that when he had the players to make better, they didn't do anything to get better themselves. That 2020 title, you know, of course, the COVID and things of that nature, that's all cool. But you know, that's always going to be an asterisk, you know, beside that title.
Anybody could have won.
Hey, can I ask you something, Pharaoh?
Yeah.
Do we put an asterisk by Tom Brady on Super Bowl title that year?
We have to. No, we have to.
Yeah, but they didn't.
They're not going to.
I'm just saying that. That's what I'm saying. Why do us as fans, we would say that, hey, not saying y'all, but we would say, hey, we will put an asterisk by that Lakers championship. But Tom Brady, oh man, he went down to Tampa Bay and it's the same situation. They won it in COVID with no fans. Basically, no fans. So are we gonna put an asterisk by Tom Brady? That's what I want to start hearing people say.
Tom Brady got a lot of asterisks on a lot of them motherfucking Super Bowls. I don't care what anybody say. Everybody talking about he the GOAT, this, that, and the third. No, the NFL was made for him to win because I told you he played for the Patriots in a weak ass AFC East division.
That is true.
During the 20-year war that we were in. What other team better to win the damn Super Bowl than a team called the Patriots when the United States is over there fucking up on other people's shit? That's just the way I look at it. Then you send them down to Tampa Bay, and that's hosting the Super Bowl to win the Super Bowl the first time. All that shit to me is asterisks as far as I'm concerned. Now,
you talking about Tampa Bay Lightning?
Huh?
Yeah. You talking about the Tampa Bay Lightning? Because they won during the NHL during COVID.
I mean,
I can't say too much about the NHL because I'm not too privy on it.
But saying,
but there was no disaster. There was no disaster in Tampa Bay for that. No. I would say maybe
conspiracy. All right, I got you.
Yeah. There's no disaster because Chris Paul, every team he went to had a disaster, and the team was a disaster. So with that being said, with LeBron James, man, the team just did not gel right with him. The ownership, was it Jeannie Buss, right?
That's Jeannie Buss, yeah.
I mean, they had a good relationship, but they didn't. It wasn't Laker basketball. I tell you, this is why I say LeBron should hang it up. The way the NBA has going, he is not the new wave of the NBA. He doesn't fit the new wave because he's not out shooting threes. He's actually trying to control the game, and we saw what happened in the finals. There's no such thing as controlling the game. It's how many threes you can chuck up and who makes the most of them. LeBron's not going to chuck up a bunch of threes, and he's too old to stay on the court that length of time. So I just, the way the NBA is going, I don't see where he's not bringing anything other than he's scoring. He's not bringing a change to the game.
So you still say it wasn't a success, even though the championship that he brought to the Lakers.
Nah, it wasn't successful because he's supposed to have more.
Okay, what you say about it, Tim Dow?
I can understand what Pharaoh's saying,
and those play-in games that they made up.
But
I know how I feel about that. Yeah, I'm not going to rehash that. Go ahead, Tim Dow.
Pharaoh, I feel your pain, but if you have a player that can still contribute to the team at a professional high level, regardless of age. Yeah, you tired of seeing them. So what? Are you tired of losing? No. As
They were
long as
losing
he
with him
can-
contributing.
So he's the second leading scorer on the team.
Nigga is supposed to be.
Why? Oh, okay. He's supposed to be the second leading scorer on the team, but he's not supposed to be out there on the team. Now, make that make
No,
sense.
no, that's not what I'm saying. You misunderstood what I'm saying. That's how bad the team is.
No,
Nobody
it doesn't
has
matter,
gotten
no.
better for him to not be the second
Okay.
scorer on the team.
Okay, you saying it now. Now, if he goes to another team and he does the same thing, then what would you say?
Did I stand corrected?
Can I jump in here quick? Can I jump in here quick?
Long as you say that, but that's cool.
The 5 seasons before LeBron got there, that means that they still had Kobe Bryant on the team. 2007, 2018, 35 and 47. 2016, 26 and 56. 2015, 17 and 65.
Yeah, I remember that.
2014, 21 and 61.
Right.
2013, I went back to 2013, 27 and 55. So Farrell, they won 100. There was 126 and 284 losses. So you trying to say when LeBron came, I got to see what the record was with LeBron James his first 5 years there. That's not a success when they was the Knicks of the goddamn West.
No, they were Philly.
No, it was the Knicks. No, it was the Knicks.
They were Philly.
I'm saying, okay, so record-wise, yes. But what I'm saying is I expected more than a bubble championship with a guy that they brought over and paid all this money to, and then had all these pieces around him, and they still was not successful after that.
You can't blame
You know, the play-ins. That's come on. If you're not getting first, second, or third round buys or whatever, then what are we talking about with the Lakers?
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this once again. If you look at this play-in games, they was going by the old format. The Lakers still would have made the playoff. Y'all keep saying like they wasn't to make the playoff. It wasn't the play.
But
They
he
still
the
would have
one
made
that
the
made
playoff.
the issue of it.
But that is true though, and I agree with you on
He
that.
made
That
an
is
issue
true.
of that.
Just like in Miami. Just like in Miami.
That is true. That is true. You know, so I'm trying to find what was his record with LeBron James once he got there. But like I say, the Lakers was garbage, and now they might be garbage again, which is crazy. Who's going to invest all that money in Bron at this age? He's not going to play on the. But he did say that he will take minimum. He did say he would take the minimum. He said I read that today. He said he's willing to take the minimum.
So that right there tells you it's not about the money.
We will see though. But like I say though, the Lakers. I'm calling it right now. 20 and 62. It's 82 games, right? Yeah. Woo. 20 and 62. That's the record. What you say about it, Farrell? Go ahead and call.
I'm gonna
hold on. Let me write this down, boy.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna
go 30 and 52.
30 and 52. You get 10 more games than I give him.
Yeah,
Okay,
I go 30 and 52. Because like I said, the NBA now is more about shooting threes. So
and the reason why I say that is because Austin Reeves, he can play good offense. Luka plays good offense, but neither one of them play good defense.
They don't play defense. They olay everything.
Exactly, and that's what it is. You know, you're not gonna make that many threes. Yeah,
run the court the whole damn time. He's gonna complain the whole game.
Well, the Lakers fans might have got what they wanted with LeBron James gone, and don't let LeBron James go what you wish, and don't let LeBron James go someplace else. They win the NBA title, then they'll be kicking themselves. But that being said,
hold on, Farrell. What did you say? I'm sorry.
30 and 52.
30 and 52.
I'm giving them motherfucking 20 games. 20 games.
I'm gonna give more than that. I'm gonna give them 40.
Okay.
40 and 42.
Right.
Oh, you optimistic as hell.
Yeah, real optimistic.
Yeah. That's not optimistic.
Joe say 17 to 65. God damn, Joe say 17 to 65.
All right, Joe, what do you say? 17 to 65?
She did 65.
Okay.
God damn.
Hey,
I'm gonna get first round draft pick.
I'll say a 40-42. I got this there. Hey, what's the date?
Speaking of that, man, it's like
July
an NBA. Yeah, it's like an NBA thing. It's actually what's my man Bobby Bonilla Day.
Got that.
Is it the Bobby Bonilla Day? Bobby Bonilla Day, that $1 million for the next 2030 or something like that. Motherfucker still getting $1 million.
6 more years left.
Yeah, 6 or 7 more years. Well, somebody done got no more years is Ja Morant because they got his ass up out of goddamn Memphis.
The Memphis Grizzlies have traded Ja Morant to the Portland Trailblazers for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. That is according to ESPN. So Ja splashed onto the NBA scene with the Grizzlies in the 2020 season, winning Rookie of the Year and later making 2 All-Star teams. His career stalled out due to a series of injuries and off-the-court controversies, including a 25-game suspension for conduct detrimental to the league in 2023. He joins a Portland roster that already has point guard Scoot Henderson and Damian Lillard on that roster. And again, you're getting a look at those reported trade details. The Trailblazers getting Ja Morant in this trade with the Grizzlies.
Bro, King, did Memphis give up on Ja Morant too soon, or was this the only way for the Grizzlies to finally start fresh?
Start fresh. They didn't give up on shit. He gave
Oh,
up
God
on
damn.
them.
2035. He got a while ago.
No, I said he had like 6 more years, 7 more years.
Okay. God damn. All right. God damn.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Farrell.
Yeah, no, they got rid of him because he's a problem. So this is they're starting fresh. They want all that negativity up out of there. And once again, Ja Morant, as good as a player as he could be, he could be a great player if he put his head on the shoulders right. But once again, he's not a healthy player anymore. And then with all them antics, it's just time for him to go. He need to get up out of the place that caused him problems and start somewhere else. And they did him justice by letting his ass go.
And I think we say that before because they was building him as the next face of the league because of the fact that he was an exciting player to see. And then once the gun situation or you got out of that, then you got into another gun situation, which even made it worse. Then you got suspended. It's just something that, like you say, though, maybe he needed a fresh start, just like the Grizzlies did. But you still got his dad with him, so you're taking that problem from one point to another. With that being said, Tim Dog, is Portland taking a smart gamble on Ja's superstar talent? Or are they ignoring the red flags that made Memphis move on?
The red flags is the problem, but his talent is still there. But the problem with Portland is they're going to be guard heavy. And to me, I think they probably got Ja to hopefully maybe down the road get another big man or something, because I'm looking at their roster.
Hey, hold on, Tim Dog. I'm glad you said that. He's right in my next question. See, we're looking at my thing.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. With Dame, Drew Holiday, Scoot Henderson, with Shaden Sharp and Ja all in the mix.
And
there's another. Okay, all in the mix. Does Portland have a plan for just a crowded backcourt problem?
Hold on. I got you. Remember we talked about most of these players do not have a veteran presence. He has veteran presence now.
With Drew Holiday,
Drew Holiday and Damian. He has 2 veterans that could keep him at bay and probably become a better player. I think that is the plus for him.
Okay, all right. Tim
Dog. That makes sense. No.
What you say about that backcourt though? It's like you say, it's a bunch of guards that they got there now.
Right. Well, but another thing is they have all these guards, and most of them are young and they're good. They can use them as trade material for another.
That is true. That is true. That is true. That's true.
So to me, Portland, they're experimenting, and now they lost Chauncey Billups. So
they fired Chauncey Billups?
Chauncey Billups did investigation for gambling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They haven't fired him yet, though. They haven't said he was fired. I haven't heard anything yet.
Oh, that nigga fired himself. That's what he did.
Yeah. No. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm just making sure. I'm making sure.
They say the writing's on the wall.
Yeah. Well, it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, by the way, so LeBron James was a 600% winner in 32 and 31 in playoff records, but he was 287, 192 regular season. So.
Okay. No, we talking about compared to the first year, the Lakers, they was negative then.
No, but
I get, yeah.
No, regardless of that, they were not a losing team those
Yeah.
7 seasons. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Exactly. Well, talking about somebody that he was going to LA, and he even said that there's a new king in town. Now his ass going back to Toronto.
And we have breaking news out of the NBA where it does appear Kawhi Leonard will make his return to Canada. The Clippers finalizing a deal to send the 7-time All-Star to the Raptors per multiple reports. In return, LA will receive a package that includes Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, a pick swap, and 2 second-rounders. All those deals still being finalized. Leonard spent just 1 season in Toronto, but led the franchise to its very first and only championship back in 2019. That offseason, he ended up signing with the Clippers, where he spent the past 6 seasons. Kawhi, even though he's 35 years old, coming off the best season of his career, averaging just under 28 points and 6.5 rebounds per game.
Girl King. Just Kawhi going back to Toronto proved he never should have left after winning the 2019 championship.
Absolutely. He should have stayed. They had a good team.
Yeah.
And then he left them for the money to go play in his home city. And that didn't play out well because his ass ended up hurt most of the damn years. We hardly saw him on the court. So now does he think he's going to go back and repeat what he did with the team that's there? No. I think he just wanted to retire there because he won a championship there.
And he even said that the only team that he was willing to go back to was Toronto. You know what I'm saying? And they made it happen for him. Tim Dog, are the Raptors smart for chasing another Kawhi title run, or are they paying too much for an older star with injury concerns? Just like Pharaoh just said, shit. The whole time I think he was in LA, what, about 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years.
7 years?
6 seasons, yeah.
And last year, this year, was his best year. All them other years, he was injured. So the Raptors taking a chance taking on Kawhi back.
The Raptors, they got Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett. But to me, it's just a bunch of young guys. And believe it or not, Toronto has a good squad with those young groups. I haven't watched a lot of them. But I think the same thing with Jaylen Brown going to Philly, as far as that pedigree of championships, I think that's the same thing that Toronto wants to do with Kawhi. But at the same time, Kawhi, like everyone's saying, wants to go back to a team where, he won a championship and he probably was happy there. Who knows? But to me, this is a good move for Toronto to help those young guys. The same thing with Jaylen Brown as far as his veteran and championship pedigree.
Okay. Both of y'all, I'm going to try to answer this question. Coming to you first, Pharaoh. Did the Clippers Kawhi experiment officially fail, or was it just bad luck because of injuries?
Shit,
I say it was bad luck.
Yeah, I would say it has tremendously bad luck. That shit was terrible, man.
I would say like Shannon Sharp said, it was those goddamn notion shoes that he had made by New Balance.
New Balance didn't balance shit.
They were new, but they weren't balanced.
Shannon Sharp say, them goddamn easy walkers. Easy walkers. They got them damn easy walkers.
Hey, and it's crazy you gotta say that because what you call it? What's the name didn't do too well with Under Armour?
Steph Curry. Yeah.
Right. Under Armour, he had to get out of that. And then what's his name? What's the name with the New Balance? And then Lamar Ball's son or whatever it is.
Yeah, Big Baller Brand.
The Big Baller Brand. He had bad ankles because of those shoes.
So. Yeah, but I understand why I want to go back to a place that he's comfortable with. But like you say, it's not the same place because they don't have the same players. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new team now. And that 1 year that you were there, you won the championship. Hey, you already made yourself a legend. If you had stayed there, they probably kept that nucleus, and who knows? They kind of went on a championship winning streak. But he left.
You gotta think they had the last time the Lakers had anything good was when Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter was
Toronto.
That's what I meant. Yes, I meant. Yeah.
Toronto. Yeah.
Then Kawhi and them coming here, doing what they did. That was the next best thing because they had DeRozan and what's his face?
Yep. Yeah.
DeMar,
Mhm.
DeMar DeRozan was there last season.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So I mean,
But
it
he's
is
not
what
there
it is.
now.
I mean, they traded
Yeah.
DeRozan from San Antonio for him to go there,
You
and then
right.
Kawhi
Yeah.
went to San Antonio.
Yeah. Nick Nurse even going out of Toronto. Exactly. But he's our head coach now. Ain't Nick Nurse coach us now? No, we got what's it called? Old head coach, Minnesota. That's our head coach now. But I say though, so I'm gonna say it's to pay you. Only the fact I knew he had injuries, I know it was bad luck, but he was supposed to come back and bring the Clippers from being the stepbrothers to winning a championship because he was that great of a player. Being the second fiddle in San Antonio, winning championship there, then taking that pedigree to Toronto, first year winning championship there. And as a Clipper, if I was a Clipper fan, I'm expecting that to come where I'm at as well. And it never materialized. It never
The
materialized.
Clippers were fine until they got James Harden.
Well, no, the Clippers never been fine. I hate to say that.
Hey, man, you can't tell Billy Crystal that. Billy Crystal.
Yeah. And that's the only there's two fans that deserve all the like Spike Lee. The owner should buy Spike Lee a goddamn ring out of all the damn money he spent on them goddamn front row tickets. And Billy Crystal, if the Clippers was to ever win a goddamn NBA championship, they should put a statue of his ass outside. Shit.
Absolutely. They got their own stadium.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
even named the court after him.
Exactly.
Crystal Court.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
Fellas, I got one more topic, man, and I didn't see this shit coming. Somebody called Stephen A. Smith out and Big Perk. And it happens to be the dad of the person that the Sixers just picked up.
Talk about some news in the NBA. There's some drama on the docket. Look, Jaylen Brown's father, Marcellus Brown, called out Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith while on a radio show. I'll let you guys take a listen to what he had to say.
My son is very educated enough to know what to say and what not to say. What's off limits. And Big Perk, you wrong for jumping against your teammate, nigga. I don't like that. Excuse the N-word, but there it is. You know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth, boy.
Okay. Said, watch your mouth, boy.
I'm getting your face, Stephen A. Yeah, I'm coming to see you.
Marcellus, why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm coming to see you, Stephen A.
What would you
I
say?
called you a couple times, Stephen A., and you didn't answer. But it's okay. I just wanted to talk about it man to man. What's your problems? Why are you attacking him? Why do you attack the black community? Go attack the white community. Oh, that's right. You getting that check to do that. We unplugged about this. We own it.
Well, you know, in all fairness, Stephen A., Perk, they all got a job to do.
They got a job to do. Pick on black guy. Yeah,
you know,
pick on the black
and
guy.
that's how they, whatever that job is, this is how they choose.
Yeah,
to
I ain't
do
in the league, so come get me.
Okay, yo, Marcellus ain't in the league.
He buying it, man. Y'all taking him back. Y'all taking him back.
Oh, yeah, Pharaoh. He said, come see me. Come see me, Pharaoh. So that being said, was Jaylen Brown dad right to defend his son or did calling out Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins make the situation bigger than what it needed to be?
You know what? I'm gonna say it like this, and we've said this before. When it comes to your kids, it doesn't matter what their age is. You're still the father. You're going to go and run to the defense of them because that's just nature of what good parents do. And he's there supporting his son. Stephen A. doesn't have a son in the league. Kendrick Perkins' son is in some AAU shit, and until they get to the position of where they have a sibling, they have a offspring in the professional level where they got people like them talking about their kids, I'm pretty sure they would act the same way, because that's why LeBron James did what he did about him talking about LeBron's son, Bronny, right? So we're not saying if you're right or wrong. We're just saying is you need to be Stephen A. and Perkins. You need to be wary that you have somebody's child that you're talking about on the game, because Perk, you wasn't even a role player. You were lucky to be on an NBA team, far as I'm concerned. And Stephen A., if it wasn't for the people that you're getting paid from, you wouldn't even have any money. So with that being said, be careful who you're talking to, because parents are going to come out and defend their children regardless of their status. And
With that being said-
that was Ball, right? The dad.
Yeah, LeVar Ball.
If anybody
LeVar.
knows, LeVar Ball is LeVar, right?
Yeah, LeVar.
Right. You already know he already talks smack to people about his kids. So that's
Yeah.
a father thing. And I don't have anything negative to say about that.
Yeah, I got you. Tim Dog, when does sports criticism cross the line from honest analysis into personal attack on a player's character? Words started moving. Maybe I need to put my glasses on.
Put the slow scroll on.
Yeah, put the slow scroll on.
Go to school in Georgia instead of South Carolina.
Oh, ain't gonna
better
be
yet, go to Baltimore.
Oh, same difference.
Go to Baltimore.
Oh, no. I
Go
tell
to
you what,
Baltimore.
though, we don't have dirt clay to count our numbers on.
I know.
Yeah, Francis Scott Key Bridge, though. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
We got bullet shells.
Exactly. Now answer the goddamn question.
It crosses the line when you make it personal.
Yeah.
Anytime you go off of topic or subject of the player's ability and their play, that's when it becomes personal. When you start adding your own personal opinion of who the person is, that is off. That right there is crossing the line. And journalism isn't about putting in your expression of how you feel about this person because you don't like them. Journalism is putting out the expression of the person you're interviewing and what they're saying.
Yeah.
So to me, Stephen A. and Perk, he just trying to follow Stephen A. That's all that is, so he can get more money, eat some more ribeyes. That's a big motherfucker.
So you can give a Rick Ross and get a damn chicken franchise.
Well, with that being said, Kendrick Perkins didn't like being called a boy, and he told my man he could come see him. But listen to the end. Listen to the end of the video and what these guys said about maybe Perk might have bit off more than he could chew.
Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins said that they only go with black athletes and are following their marching orders from their bosses at ESPN. Kendrick Perkins reacted and did not mince any words here. He said, I ain't hard to find. Better sit his old ass down somewhere with all that boy talk, because we can definitely talk about it or we can get our feet hot. The choice is his. Fellas, I ain't heard get your feet hot ever. I don't think. No. Whose side are you guys on in this little interaction? Is it the Browns or Kendrick Perkins?
Let me backspace this response.
I hate to have to interrupt you.
Oh, he was a boxer.
Marcellus Brown, Jaylen Brown's father, is a 7-foot-tall former professional boxer with 38 wins.
He might give Perk that work then, huh?
He don't care about getting
25 knockouts in his professional career.
Did you say 7 foot?
Yeah, he's 7 foot tall.
As in like 6 feet 12 inches?
Yeah,
at 58.
He's listed at
at 58. He probably will get them feet hot, as Perk said. And he getting them feet hot.
Wait, can you pull up? I need to see.
Is this true?
Bro. Man, they better stop. No way, bro.
Bro, yeah.
He's truly 7 feet?
Yeah, he's really
52 fights.
His height on Boxing Rec is listed as 7 foot tall.
Nah. Louisville, Kentucky.
See, Perk, you got to watch it. You threaten him.
So he get them feet hot then.
Damn.
Even at 58.
Perk might got to be a boy. You might got to be a boy for that one, dog. I'm sorry.
Hey, boy, Trey, you crazy for that one. Hey, boy, Trey.
You might gotta be a boy for that one, dog.
Hey, wow.
Damn, 7 foot, 25 knockouts. Yeah, you might can call me that 3-letter word. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I might have to just hold that L, because the other L you gonna have to hold is a lot worse.
I don't have no question, Farrell. Your thought. Did Perk get up more than he could chew?
Hey, I read this too. He was also arrested in Las Vegas for attempted murder.
Yes. A stabbing. Yeah.
So
you about that life.
Hey, them keyboard warrior fingers better retract. You know what I mean? Hey, like you said, you gonna be a boy with an I, not a Y.
Boy.
Yeah, you might want to sit your 11 ass down. He said 7 foot, like 6'12". Yeah.
They say,
I'm with TJ and Cruzado on that one. She might want to be a boy.
And the funny part about this whole thing is, if you watch the whole video, they would say, man, nah, man, you can't let nobody call you boy, man. That's disrespectful. And then when this my man said time out, he started reading it all. That's when he said, oh, shit, 7 foot, 6'12". Yeah. Maybe Perk need to be a boy on that one, Tip Dog. Your thoughts, man?
Perk need to be a boy, embryo, lad.
Hey, you better stick to being a father, Perk. That's what you need to do. Stick to being a dad and mind your business. That's what you need to do.
But think about it. Perk probably been a bully all his life. Probably ain't back down and that persona that he had. But he can say whatever he want behind the camera. But face to face,
well, Perk is
saying it.
Perk is 6'11". He's 6'11", whatever he weighed, but he ain't no boxer though. He ain't no fighter.
He's not skinny either.
Yeah, he ain't no fighter. And like you say, Farrell, what do you say, Farrell? He just got, I think he's in Las Vegas, they attempted murder.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah. So he's about the business.
Hey, Perk, you ain't got no attempted murder charge. So
this
down to be a dad. That's what you do.
He ain't got no attempted murder charge.
You got to attempt to scoring some points, but you ain't got no attempted murder.
No, you got to attempt a triple double.
When you say attempted murder, that chops everything.
I know Perk probably saying, man, why the hell I say that?
Yeah.
We get our feet high. That's not the high you want.
Exactly.
He hiring security right now.
There it is. All right, fellas, man. Good conversation. Shada's not here. If you don't have a Weird Sports, I ain't had time to download it. But we do have. I know, man. I ain't had time, man. You know, I be rushing. Sometimes.
Hey, hold on a second. I got something for you for Perk. I got something for you for Perk.
All right.
If I can find it.
All right. Yeah. I think Perk might have asked for too much.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sometimes
it's something
you shut the fuck up.
Yeah. What Joe said? Who said Perk built for takeout boxes, not a box? God damn, Joe. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, that's a good one. Oh yeah, I say the same thing. Here it is right here. Ready, Farrell?
I like that.
Yeah. Hey, this Perkins right here.
No, look, one's a slow and a shoulder.
So wait, Ben, he literally cannot turn it. That's how Humpty Dumpty built.
No, I can't turn.
No, nigga, that's how Humpty Dumpty before he fell off the wall was built.
And
so he's got.
Yeah, that's Perk right there.
Yeah, sometimes
that motherfucker, he ain't got no neck. He got his head on shoulders.
That man look like what was his name? The one with the dude, the head in X-Men.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. And speaking of being a juggernaut, that's when we got Farrell with his trivia question of the week. What you got for us this week, my main man, Farrell?
Hey, so we just recently talked about some the playoffs for LeBron, these, that, and the third. But I got a little trivia for you with playoff appearances. So James Harden has since James Harden has been in the league for 17 seasons, he has made the postseason in every season. So here's y'all's question. If I can find the button. So here it is. Which players have the longest streak of consecutive playoff appearances in NBA history?
Ooh.
When I say playoffs, I'm not talking about championships and stuff because I got that kind of mistaken.
Right.
My
Yeah, I got
answer
you.
was Bill Russell and I forget who else I said. I think I said Shaq at one point, but definitely Bill Russell.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, Kareem played 21 years, 21, 22. Shit, Dirk played the same amount. I don't think Dirk had that success. Like I'm sticking with Kareem. I should be somebody crazy. I know it ain't Kobe Bryant because them last 5 years was trash.
Trash.
It's trash.
I'm gonna say Robert Horry.
Okay.
I said consecutive. That means back to back to
I
back.
got you.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe went with Bill Russell too. Why you be Magic Johnson? Why you be Magic Johnson? I bet you're gonna be.
I'm gonna say Tim Duncan. No.
It's gonna be a Laker. It's gonna be a Laker. Who is it, Farrah?
Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. Huh? Y'all ready?
Who is it? Yeah, I bet you it's a
No,
Laker.
hey, Joe, there's players. The key word is players.
Oh, it's two players. Oh, you got two players.
Players. There's more than
okay.
one.
Okay.
That's why I said Bill Russell and I said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the two that I picked.
Oh, Kareem and Magic. Give me Kareem and Magic. Kareem and Magic.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with those two brothers. Kareem and Magic. Fucking with my eye hole.
Man, that is. You know
They ain't
what?
gonna get it. They ain't gonna get it. Who you got, Farrell? What's the answer?
Here's the answer.
That is hard.
Call on the job starting. God damn it. I've got them two motherfuckers.
So what's funny is when I saw this question, I immediately thought of Karl Malone, but I forgot to include John Stockton. Then I said no, can't be them because Jordan, because I was thinking championships. So that's why I went back to Bill Russell and
yeah, Scottie Pippen and Jordan would have been up in there.
No, they're not even on the list.
No, I'm saying as far as championships.
Yeah. God damn it.
God damn it, Tim. I didn't say shit about championships, brother.
I know you didn't.
Oh man. If you had to say teammates, that I probably got
no, that would have gave it away.
Yeah. You said players. Yeah. Man, that's a good one.
That was. Hell yeah.
That's a good one, man.
Man, fuck you. I don't have the boo sign anymore.
You never
good.
They never crossed my mind either.
No, that's what I'm saying because
never crossed my mind.
The championships, it throws everybody off. So
now,
when but no, because the key was when the question is with James Harden making 17 consecutive playoff appearances, he's been with multiple teams.
No, but the reason why it makes sense to me now is because the fact that when I say Kareem and Magic didn't play together. I think Magic they didn't play 19 years like those two did. See what I'm saying? Yeah, those two played 9, so that's why they have more than Kareem and Magic. That's a good one, man.
But the thing is, when you see playoffs, you automatically go to championships.
Yeah.
You know, in my head, I'm thinking individual players going to championships multiple times.
Yeah, but that's a good one, and they never won it. Thank you for that. Thank you for today's question, Pharaoh. Before we go, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give you something funny and something to think about. Tim Dog, what you got for the people, my brother? Make sure you shout out to social media as well so people can follow you.
All right. What I have for the people today is this. It's called compassion. Compassion can be anything from helping somebody pick something up that they dropped off the floor to donating money to someone's charity that you like. Compassion doesn't take a lot, but it feels a lot to a person who needs it. You never know who needs compassion. You even need compassion. The days that kids getting on your nerves, all of a sudden someone say, hey, you know what? Let me watch the kids and you go ahead and go do something for yourself for an hour. That's compassion. An old lady pushing a basket, trying to put something in a car, you helping them out, put that in the car. That is what's lacking in this world, and that's what we really need, compassion. It doesn't take a lot to give a lot, and a little goes a long way. So the next time you see someone and they're struggling, they're sad, something going on, you don't have to always give them anything. Just words of encouragement. How are you doing? Tim Dog, Instagram, Father's Love 99.
There it is. Thank you for that, Tim Dog. But man, Pharaoh, what you got for the people before we go, my brother? Make sure you search social media as well.
Well, you know, Tim Dog, I think we're on the same wavelength today because you're talking about compassion. And I have something just for you with this compassion. Here's my quote for today. Sometimes it's difficult to decide whether you need a hug or not to slap someone with a brick. Be passionate, people. Pharaoh _71 IG, King Ryan Facebook.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know about that, but sometimes you just want to pick that brick up and say, shut the fuck up.
Hey, who had that song? That wasn't that Ludacris, right? I feel like slapping a nigga today, and Ludacris had that song.
Yeah.
I think that was Ludacris. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have anything. The brothers already said it all, but you always catch me. You always catch me at the Man on Show on YouTube and on Facebook. Once again, I want to thank everybody for checking me out, leaving me comments, letting me know that, hey, my videos are doing pretty well. You also catch me at Creative Canvas Expression. That's my AI channel. I tell AI what to do. AI does it. I put it up. And well, now that I know you can't copyright AI, if I find something else I like, I put it up on my channel and I make it my own as well. I don't give a damn. There it is. But make sure you come check us out this Friday. What you say? Y'all got Pharaoh over here on the bench.
You got Himbo. Get up. Get up with the sneaky trivia question.
Hey, we won't be on this Friday because we might be going out of town for the holidays, you know.
All right.
And also, it's also my daughter's birthday the 4th, so
happy birthday to you.
Y'all go watch the classics on YouTube at Two Cigars in the Blunt on YouTube. Watch our classics like the Math Professor always says. But we will be back next Wednesday night for the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast going down at 7 o'clock. Oh, man. I forgot to talk about our after show since we're not going to be on Friday. We do have an after show. We call it Asked Out. That's when everybody gets a chance to talk about what they want to talk about. Usually go straight. We will make a right turn. But like Tim Dog famously said, when we make that goddamn left, we're going to drive that bitch right off that goddamn cliff. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the man on the street.
Hey, happy hump day, Pharaoh King.
Hey, I give you permission to say you are nasty when you see a motherfucker come out the bathroom without washing their hands. Tim Dog from Be More Careful.
You're a nasty motherfucker, aren't you? Ladies and gentlemen,
I've done that before.
Yeah,
oh, I said, excuse me, you forgot to wash your hands. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you nasty motherfucker. And with that being said, like my man, Conspiracy Brothers say, it's Wednesday. Some people just got paid. Go out and enjoy yourself. But like I always say, make sure you call an Uber. Don't drink and drive. Don't be a goddamn Tiger Woods. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are